Castanon's record there, which I'd already detailed for you. Vern Gardner, the great star at the University of Utah in basketball, back in 1947. He's on the Utah Commission. The fight's underway. Castanon's tasked to get to Lopez in the face of Lopez's superior reach. Remember, we saw Castanon connect with a left and a right. Little Red, habitually a slow starter. Knocked down in an early round 12 times in his fights, but a tremendous puncher who gets off the floor. 39 victories, 3 losses, 36 of those victories via the knockout route. Brisk action, good exchanges, a good right there by Castanon. He is, as I said, unafraid. He took a good left, but he comes right back. And he's getting to Lopez in this, the first round, with 1 minute 55 seconds left to go. Very aggressive, the smaller Spaniard is. Got a caution there from Carlos Padilla, the referee from the Philippines. Third qualified international referee. Oh, that right hurt Castanon. Jolted him backwards. In the meantime, the smaller man, in terms of height and reach, continues to fight his way like an alley fighter, a street fighter. Wild, a brawler. Got hurt by a left again. Lopez with that lithe, angular body. Very tall for his weight classification. One of the most punishing punches for his poundage I have ever seen. This is first round action. And look at Castanon with Lopez in the corner against the ropes. Castanon keeps coming after him. There's no warning for action here. 20 seconds left in the first round. Staying, we're not leaving. You just watched a red-hot first round. And if you get a look at Lopez's back, you will see a bandage on it, and you will also see some blood on his back. You see he has rope burns. I don't really understand these strands here in this Salt Palace ring, because when I measured off the ring and tested the strands, I was struck by the fact that they could almost instantly cause rope burns on a fighter. Doesn't make sense. They're using Reyes gloves, as you look there at Castanon, who was so aggressive in the first round. Here's some of that first round action now. Castanon was impressive in terms of his aggressiveness and his fearlessness. He scored well with the right on a number of occasions, but Lopez jolted him backwards with a right and then hurt him with a left. This is second round action. We're coming to you live from the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. Castanon with his back to you. When you see Lopez with his back to you, you'll see the birds I talked about. Castanon somehow, despite the absence of reach, getting the right in there. See the patch on Lopez's back, and then up by the right shoulder on the back. Burns I discussed, and the touch of blood. Lopez now listening to the dictates of his corner, trying to go to the body. But look at little Castanon, keeps coming after him. Padilla separates them. Now Lopez, that's the power. You saw it. Combinations, and suddenly Castanon went down. It happens that way with Lopez. Castanon the aggressor, and then suddenly that immense power. The gloves touched by referee Padilla. Lopez now coming on for the kill. Castanon playing into his hands. He must hold. But no, he gives him punching room. Castanon coming right back at him. See the time in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. This is second round action. We've had one knockdown. It came after a whole flurry of blows in the second round, registered by Little Red Lopez against Roberto Castanon. Give him credit for guts, Castanon. Foolhardiness to be sure, but he's a gutsy little fella. Trying to cover up now, trying to move. Stay out of range. That's better from his point of view. He took it then. Lopez counterpunching with a powerhouse right and another right. And right above us, Castanon pinioning Lopez against those ropes. Counting down toward the end of round 2. Castanon can survive this one. It's over. It is over in the second round. As the second round ran out, no saving by the bell, by the way, and Danny Little Red Lopez, in about as quick a fight as you could want to see, scores his 37th knockout, his 40th victory against only 3 losses. I'll tell you this. For a round and a half, that little Castanon showed you about as much guts as you would ever want to see. And we're going to have to break for a commercial, but then we'll be right back here live at ringside, the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. Danny Little Red Lopez, the winner. Successfully defended, waving to the crowd, to whom, of course, Little Red Lopez is a local hero, born in Utah. And incidentally, folks, this was a very short fight. But we've got coming your way the highlights of the Gomez-Jimenez fight, which took place in Madison Square Garden last night. So you're not done with seeing action-packed boxing yet. Right now, my young friend, congratulations.
Thank you.
I must tell you, that little fellow Castanon had the guts of a burglar coming at you the way he did.
I give him a lot of credit. He come out to kill like most guys do, and this time I didn't get knocked down before I had to get going. I, found myself and kept working all the way from the first round there.
All right. Can you come down here, Danny? I want you to look at yourself in slow motion. You're right. You didn't get knocked down this time, but at the same time, the guy did land some scorching rights against you. I've got to give him credit for that. Now here, just take a look at yourself.
Right, I found myself, when I would get over in here, I have new shoes on, I was slipping a lot, so you see where I first started now, Limbus.
Well, you first hurt him with a right, then that second right did it to him, and you followed with a left that didn't land fully.
Right, but he's game, and he's threw a lot of punches, and he caught me a lot. I like that right hand there, but most of them I was catching on my gloves this time, which I don't know if it had to do with his shortness or what. But
well, you did have a huge reach advantage, no question about it. But
right here in this corner, I'd get back in there to try to get some rods, and it was spilled on the floor. I was slipping all over the ring. I couldn't get set right. And
the other thing that bothered me, those rope burns on your back.
Well, I had a boil is what it had on my back there, and I just got it.
Those rope strands, right there. Look at that.
Yeah, definitely. But I give the guy a lot of
fellow. There's where your reach takes hold, and that's the right that really punished him.
Right there. If he wouldn't have went down there, I think I'd have had him another good shot.
Well, I'll tell you. What's next for you now?
Well, I think
Who is there left?
The mandatory fight that we have set up is May 11th, I think. I have to fight Mike Ayala. He's the #1 contender.
I saw Ayala in Las Vegas before the Rossman-Galindez fight that did not take place. He is a good, tough fighter, but I look for the same fate for him that so many others have taken.
I plan on, I'm going to stay right in shape. I'm going to take about a week off, and the wife and I are going to Vegas, Las Vegas, on vacation a little bit, and then I'm getting right back, staying in my top condition.
Got to leave for just a minute, but we'll be right back with Danny Little Red Lopez in a moment.